very
garden.
distracting.
You don't want to be on drugs and look at Galen.
No, you don't.
No. Oh, there's a good shot. We like that one right there.
Yeah, thanks.
That's a good
That's your
one.
specialty shot, actually.
All right. So for those of you that were here on Tuesday, we're going to do a very similar workout. I changed the timing a little bit. I gave us an extra 5 seconds because I felt like we were all about 5 seconds when we went from the floor to the ground and vice versa. So timing adjusted a few things, but still pretty familiar. We have a bench today to use. We're going to use that today. We're going to use heavier set of weights. So if you have a heavier set of weights, grab it. And we'll get busy. I'm going to mute everybody. There we go. All right, let's get warmed up. All right, just some good old-fashioned jumping jacks. High knees in 3, 2, 1, right here. We're also going to be using the wall today. So if you have access to a wall, that'll be great. Straight leg kicks. Up. 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Balance. We're going to hug our knee into our chest for a little stretch and balance. In 3, 2, 1, right here. Hug it in. Roll those ankles out. Right here, switch sides. Inchworms are coming up next. Go ahead and release that. Nice and tall. Hinge. Walk it out. Remember, you can have a wide stance and you can bend your knees to help get yourself to the floor. Two more right here. Last one. Good. All right. First round, we're going to do our hammer curl and open it up into a W. Then we're going to come down to the ground and do our figure 8 with our legs. So it's sort of like an infinity sign. Our back will be on the ground. Back to the hammer curl, and then we just have some regular old squats. All right. Two, one, right here. Curl, open into that W. Release. Curl, W. Release. Good engagement in that core. You're nice and steady. The only thing moving about, your arms. Good, stay with me. Coming down onto the ground in 3, 2, and 1. Weights down on your back. And bring those legs down to the left, up through center, down to the right, up through center. As if you're making a side lying infinity symbol with your legs. Keep your head and neck down, low back presses into the mat. If you feel like your low back's popping up, make those moves smaller. Don't make them such big loops. We're gonna come back up to that hammer curl in W, right here. And curl, W. So that W, you're rotating through those shoulders and opening them up. Good. Knees are soft. I'm kind of in a mini squat. You don't have to be in a mini squat, but I want your knees to be soft as opposed to locked. Good old-fashioned squats coming up in 3, 2, 1. Weights or no weights, your choice. Shoulder width and down for 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Watch your weights on your heels. You can wiggle those toes. 12, 13, 14, 15. Back to those hammer curls with the W. Right here. Open it up. So when you open into that W, just watch. You're not arching through your back. Really honor where your range of motion is with those shoulders being able to rotate. And you can squeeze those shoulder blades together. So no arching through that back. We're gonna come down to the ground, do that figure 8 with our legs again. In 3, 2, and 1. Down to the right, up through the center, down to the left, up through the center. Pull that belly button to the spine. Keep pulling. One more time with that hammer curl to W. And release. Come on up. Here's our hammer curl. Hammer, W, release. Hammer, W, release. Tuck that tailbone. Core is engaged. It's stabilizing the rest of you. Good. 5 seconds here, and then we're going to get a little break. And release. Weights down. All right, coming up, we're going to do tricep dips on our bench or on the ground. And then we're going to do a 3-way seated ab tuck. So you'll be on the ground, and you're going to tuck your knees into your chest. And then back to triceps. And then we're going to do single leg squats, starting from the bench. All right. Go ahead and come onto the bench. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And tricep dip. Fingertips pointed out to the side. I know I normally say pointed towards your bottom, and we're just going to switch it up a little bit. Change the rotation of that shoulder just a smidge and see what we think. And yes, you can put your legs out in front of you. That will make it more challenging. Just keep your back, your bottom, gliding along the edge of that chair or bench. 2, 1. Come down to the ground. You're seated, hand support, tuck. Side, middle, side, middle, side, middle, side. Good. Middle, side, middle, side, middle, side. Good. Tricep dips again. 2, 1, release. Up for those tricep dips. And go. Single leg squats will follow this. Hands are slowing. 3, 2, 1. Good. So, right leg first. Start in your seat. We're going to do 15. 1. Use your hands for guidance if you need it, or behind your head. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Back to those tricep dips. And go. Breathe. 10 seconds here, and we're onto the ground for a tuck. 2, 1, come on down. And tuck center. Side, center, side. Keep those legs parallel to each other. Try not to let them feel apart too much. Yes, you can take your hands off for a little more challenge. Side, center, and release. Back to those tricep dips. Last time with these. Good, stay with me here. Last 10 seconds. We have our last. We're gonna do our second leg. Good. All right, release. Mat. All right, now on your left leg and up. Your sides are different. So maybe on the first side, you needed your hands in one spot. Maybe the second side, you need them in a different spot. Try to control yourself on the way down. Careful you're not just flopping. Here's 7, think. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Get your water. All right, coming up, we're gonna do that grapevine with the dumbbell. So that's where you want your heavy weight. We're gonna do our bicycle crunch combo. We have some goddess squats. So with your grapevine, we're gonna use our mat. Go back and forth along the mat. Weight can be here or up overhead. It's gonna be slow and tight. And here it is. So the name of the game is control. Good. Once you go the length of your mat, you can go back. Good. So core engagement is happening. Your back is strong. Alternate. I think I just missed my. Good. Set that down. Come on down. Bicycle crunch combo. So always bicycling and then crunching up and down. This one feels especially challenging to me because of coordination. Okay, up. Grapevine. Up overhead and grapevine right here. So the heavy weight is part of what makes this challenging. And going slow and not tripping yourself. Goddess squats are next. Right here. Weight down. We're just going to take 15 from our toes. You can have weights if you want, or hands behind your head. So on your toes, if that doesn't work for you, keep your feet flat, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Keep that tailbone tucked. You're not arching through that spine. Good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good core engagement. 13, 14, and 15. Good job. Back to that grapevine. Overhead, grapevine. Good. Crunch with the bicycle is next. Good. Nice. Come on down. And get those bicycle legs going. And crunch up. Good. Come on. I'm just standing. Last time with this. Good. Good engagement. Stay with me. And release. Nice job. Get your water. All right. Number 4. Ooh, our favorite. Thons. I officially renamed it Thons. Okay, it's a face pull row. So weights right in front of your face. Thumbs up so that when you row back, elbows are wide and it's like you're pulling your thumbs back. All right, starting with that face pull row. 3, 2, 1, right here. Row. Row. Elbows wide, thumbs up. Core engaged, tailbone tucked, knees soft. You can have your legs a little more extended than I do. So it's right out in front of your face. You're going to bring it right to parting ways at your cheeks. And down to the mat. One weight with you. And you're just going to come down and up. Down, other leg. Down. Sort of like a slower Russian twist with adding that extended leg. And come back up to those face pulls. Face pull rolls. Again. 5 seconds here. Right here. Come on up to standing. And row. Row. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Good. Elbows nice and wide. 2 and 1. Nice job. All right. Prisoner squats. This is our squat, just a good old-fashioned prisoner squat. So turn your feet out just a little bit. They can be as wide as you need them to be. The goal is to come all the way down here and then come back up, okay? So that might, for some people, you need to be wider or narrower. Feet need to be more or less turned out. So kind of find that sweet spot for you. If it doesn't feel right on your knees or anywhere else on your body to go that low, don't go that low, okay? Find your range of motion. I would like everyone's hands back here, if that's possible. And here we go for 15. 1, push through those heels. 2, 3, keep that chest up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. Back to those face pull rows. Grab your weights and go. Right out in front of your face, thumbs up. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Squeeze right there. Ten seconds here, and then we're going back to the ground. 2 and 1. You need one of those weights with you. 2 if you like. One more time with those face pull rows. 2, 1, up to standing. You could actually do it from kneeling too if you want. Watch that those thumbs are up and you're squeezing those shoulder blades. Elbows are wide. Your core is engaged, and it's keeping you steady. Good. 2, 1. Good. Rest. Here's your rest. Get some water. All right. Ooh, we're gonna go down to the ground. We got flies on the floor, bottoms up, and then we're gonna do split squats, 15 on each side. Okay. So grab your weights and lay on your back. Good old fashioned flies. You can keep your bottom down. If you want to do it from a bridge position, that's fine. And fly. Your core is engaged. You're on the ground. Your low back is making contact with your mat. It's nice and controlled. Good. You do bottoms up next. Sort of a reverse crunch. Weights down. Hands behind your head. Lift shoulders, knees, and you're going to bring knees to elbows. So head, shoulders, elbows. Stay steady. Back to those flies. If you're in a bridge position, it's not compromising your fly. Your shoulders are still on the ground. Those have not lifted. You're just using your abdominal muscles and your glutes and your hamstrings to lift that bottom half of your body up. Split squats are next. And release. You can do 15 on the right to start with. So right foot forward, left knee down, hands behind your head, and up. 1, 2, 3. Pushing through that front heel. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Down to the ground, ready for those flies. All right, flies, here we go. Checking with your core. Get that low back's pressed into the mat if you're not in bridge. And if you're in bridge, your shoulders are still on the ground. Bottoms up is next. 5 more seconds here. Release those weights. You're just bringing your bottom up. Good, flies are next. In 2, 1, here we go. Arms are long, but elbows are soft. those wrists in neutral. Watch they're not bending any kind of funky way. Good, come on up. We've got our split squats. Left foot forward. Right knee down. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, pushing through that front heel. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Nice job. All right, grab your water. Wall planks, those are fun. And then we're gonna go back to the ground and do that. We're gonna hold our body in a C shape and rock. And then, good mornings. So with the wall planks, your feet are gonna be on the wall and you're looking to be like this nice long line, whereas usually when we're in plank, our feet are down, hands have us up, so we're at this angle. So if the wall plank doesn't work for you, do a regular plank. Oops, hang on. All right. All right, here we go. Come on down, find your position, and up. You gotta press, because your feet will slide. Oh no. My feet are super slippery. See if I can get more. Oh no. Okay, and on your back. Grab a weight, just one weight. You're gonna kind of make this C shape. You're just rocking. We're gonna go back to that wall plank here in 10 seconds. Woo. We rolled off the little crack in our pavement. Okay, back to that wall plank. I'm going to tuck that tailbone, shoulder blades drive down your back. I'm wearing different shoes, I think. All right, and release. We're going to do some good mornings. Heavier weight. Grab your heavier weight. And right here, just hinge, squeeze your butt. Hinge, squeeze your butt. The knees are soft, spine stays long. Watch that movement's coming from your hips, not your waist. So if you have longer legs and a shorter torso, your movement might look more like this. Okay, might be different than mine. Keep those shoulder blades down your back. All right, back to our wall plank. That's what we want to hear, right? One. Really flexed my feet hard that time. That might have helped. 3, 2, 1. All right, that C-shaped rock. So here you are. All right, back to that wall plank. Ugh. Not as long that time. And release back to this. Good morning. If you want, you can put this weight on your shoulders. Changes the feel of that good morning. Your core has to work a little harder. That stability. Keep that weight off your neck, on your shoulders. 3, 2, 1, release. All right, grab a little water. We have bicep curls, and then just a good old-fashioned sit-up with the dumbbell, and more bicep curls. And we'll do our tap, our light tap. All right, grab your weights. Seat here and ready. Curl. Curl. Keep your elbows just slightly in front of that rib cage. And good control. So no swinging around. Your torso's not doing this to get your weights up. 3, 2, 1. Hang on to one of your weights. Legs wide like the mat. Sit up. Switch your weight. Come back down. Sit up. Good, back to those curls. And those elbows just slightly ahead of that rib cage. Good control. Make sure you're getting that full extension. You know, sometimes I have you stop halfway, but we're not doing that today. We're gonna do a single leg tap and hop. And weights down. Pick your favorite leg. Tap, hop. Yeah. Tap, hop. Remember, you can tap that back leg down if you need some support. Try to find something to look at that's not moving. Ooh. All right, back to those curls. This time, let's angle it out. Curl. Curl. If this bothers your shoulders or any elbows, go back to the way we were doing them earlier. Good core stability still. Come down to the mat for our sit-ups right here. Sit up, switch your weight. Legs are V-shaped like you're as wide as your mat. And back to those curls. Good, tap and hop in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You're on your other leg. Tap, hop, tap. Good. Get your water. All right. All right, we're gonna do that row to W and then standing twist. So standing twist, you're just here, knees are soft, you're gonna twist, twist. You can have weights. I recommend light weights. So row to W is gonna look similar to the curl W, but we're just doing row W. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Row W. Row W. You might want to have a little more of a hinge to add that gravity effect. Sometimes they're friends, sometimes they're not, sometimes not. Good. Careful you're not arching through that back. Squeeze those upper shoulder blades together. Twist in 2, 1. I'm going to switch my weights out. Wide stance. Twist to the right. Right. Carry just to 1. Sorry. So if you're wondering what we're working our obliques. So hips face forward. You're just twisting your upper spine and release. Back to that row W. Row W. Row W. Row. Good. So again, check that tailbone. Squeeze through those shoulder blades to help with that rotation, make that W. Twist coming up. Right here. We're twisting to the left this time. Or the opposite direction of whatever you did last time. Those shoulder blades down, hips face forward. You can always modify this by putting weights down or giving yourself lighter weights. Good. Back to that row W. Right here. Row W. Row W. Upper back is getting it today. Good. Twist right. Honestly, I think I'm gonna use one minute. So I went from 6 to 5 pounds. We'll see. Hips face forward. Like I always say, form before having a crap ton of weight. That's an official phrase. And back to that row W. Those elbows tucked in. Rotate through those shoulders. Last twist coming up. It's your last W also. Right here. Last twist. Should be on your second side or your left side. Those hips facing forward. Use those obliques to control that rotation. They make the rotation happen, but they also control that range of motion. Good. Release. Get your water. All right. We're going to do our tricep kickback with a reverse curl, and then tricep kickback, and then our warrior three. Ooh, we might have just enough time for this one. All right. Grab your weights. Ready for that tricep kickback. Kick, palms up, squeeze, release. Kick, squeeze, release. Kick, squeeze, release. Good core engagement here. Hips or toes, knees, or elbow facing forward. 10 seconds here, and then we're down to the mat for our reverse curl. 3, 2, 1. Come down, legs up in the sky, and reverse curl. And come back up for those tricep kickbacks. Here, kick, squeeze, release. Kick, squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Good. 10 seconds here, and then we're going to take our warrior three and add our lat pull to that. 2, 1. Weights down, or you can hang on to them. I want you to find your warrior three first. Arms out. Once you have your balance, hips face the ground, add that lat pull, squeezing those shoulder blades together, drawing those elbows down towards the rib cage. Your lifted leg, that glute is squeezing. Keep those hips nice and square. And release. Tricep kick back again. Kick, squeeze, release. Kick, squeeze, release. Kick, squeeze, release. Keep that tailbone tucked. Careful you're not arching through your spine. 10 seconds here, and we're back to reverse curls. 2, 1, come on down. Push those heels towards the sky. It's all right if you're gaining strength here and you still need to push off on the mat a little bit. That's not cheating. Hoping. Remember, feet up to the sky. So not over the head, not that. Up. Good. One more set of kickbacks right here. Kick it back, squeeze, release. Kick it back, squeeze, release. Good. Squeeze, release. Five seconds here, and then we've got our warrior 3 on our left leg. So first, find your balance, arms out, keep those hips facing the ground, and then add that lat pull once you feel stable here. Right glute is squeezed to lift that leg. Abs are engaged. And release. Good. Get your water. Oh, we've got, let's see. We'll do a couple things. Let's do a little wall sit and a little boat to low boat. Maybe we'll get through both of those once or twice. We'll see. Okay. We're going to start with that wall sit. In 5. And have a seat. Everything's touching. Arms up in the goalposts. So you can just stay here, or if you want to try your wall slide. With the wall slide, back your hands, the back of your arms, they don't leave the wall. Keep it glued to the wall. Low back, rib cage, head, all touching the wall. 10 seconds here, and we'll come down to the mat for a little boat to low boat. And release. Come on out of that. Find your boat, low boat, 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 boat, low boat. Wall sit one more time. Have a seat. Find where those arms go. Add that slide if you're ready for that. Low back, ribs, head, all touching that wall. We're going to stretch after this. You got 3, 2, 1, release. Good. Nice job. Let's stretch out those arms again. Using the wall, extend your arm right out from your shoulder and flex your hand, spread your fingers out, push it all against the wall. Okay. You're nice and tall here, so you're not leaning. Nice and tall, hand on your hip. You should feel a stretch all the way up through your arm. If you want to add on here, you can rotate from the heel of your hand and point those fingertips behind you. So it's like this. And once those fingertips are pointing behind you, then you can turn your body away from it a little bit. Okay, so it increases the stretch. Don't do this to a point of like shooting pain, but a little like challenging stretch. Hold it here, a couple more breaths. And release, turn towards that arm, and shake it out. Let's do the other side. So, palm, pressing into that wall. Arm is super extended, tall in your body. If you want to add on, you can rotate through the heel of your hand a little bit, pointing those fingertips behind you. And then you can turn away. Again, no sharp shooting pain, just a challenging feeling stretch. More breaths here. Stretch it out. All right, let's take a good old-fashioned quad stretch. Push the top of your foot into your hand and give your hips a slight push forward. Arm up or use support. So your knees should be parallel to each other, thighs parallel to each other. And release that. Let's do the other side. Same thing, pushing the top of your foot into your hand. Let's get a little push forward. Knees parallel. And release. Take a nice wide stance. Tuck the chin, roll it down. Just hang here for a second. Nod your head yes. Shake it no. Wiggle things out. Walk yourself over your right leg, hug your right leg, and bend your left. Release that. Walk over to your left leg, hug your left leg, bend your right. Release. Come back to center. Heel to your feet together so they're about hip width apart. Soften through your knees, hand behind your head. Big inhale. And exhale. And one more time. And exhale. Nice work. Thanks for joining me. I will see you guys next week. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Molly. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Molly.
Thanks, Molly.
Bye, guys.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
Have a good
Enjoy the
weekend.
weather.